The Incredibles, film number 6.
The best Pixar film as well. The Incredibles.
Uh,
Yeah. The Incredibles. When I first saw this as a kid on the big screen, I absolutely blew my mind. And I don't know why. At that time, I really don't think I've ever seen a superhero film. Maybe that was the reason why I really loved it, because I really don't remember seeing a superhero film before The Incredibles. I think that was the first superhero film I ever saw. And looking at it now, there's a lot of stuff that sort of skipped over when I was a kid, because the film does have a lot of dark adult themes present in the film. But I don't know. I love the characters, the action, and just everything. The dynamic of the family is another one. They all have great chemistry and their relationship towards each other. The film is pretty much about Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible is pretty much the biggest superhero that everybody loves. No one doesn't like him. Everyone loves him except for the villains. And marries Elastigirl. They have children, and they, after one of Mr. Incredible's heroic duties sort of goes amok, he's getting sued, and now all the heroes have to stay hidden or go away, sort of thing. So
The Incredibles that's the external plot, but really it's, as you said, he starts a family with Elastigirl, and it's about the conflict between Mr. Incredible being a superhero and being a family man. And it's there's a few Pixar films that are really about family, but this one is the most. And this one, The Incredibles, it's just so amazing. Like the conflict, Mr. Incredible's conflict, and his arc is one of the best arcs in any Pixar films. I think that the whole, whether to be a superhero or whether to settle down and look after his family, raise his family, be a father. That is the heart, and that I think, like with Toy Story, Woody's passionate about Andy. With The Incredibles, Mr. Incredible is passionate about being a superhero. He's passionate about the old days. Remember, he's got that whole wall full of the golden olden days, when he was a superhero and everybody loved him. It's such a different take on the superhero genre. Like, normally it's about, superhero comes in, saves the day, everybody's happy at the end, superheroes rule at the end, and it starts off with such a low, like a depressing tone where superheroes are hated. Superheroes, don't have a place in society.
Yeah, that's actually good. I don't think superhero films up to that point really explore that. Like,
it's ahead
superheroes are always loved. When you're reading comics, you love the superheroes because they have these supernatural abilities and powers to help people, and that everybody now is shut up.
Because the audience feels sorry for Mr. Incredible, and the audience wants him to be a superhero again, to get back to the old days. And
yeah, he's glory. Everybody
wants him to be back in his glory days, except for Elastigirl. And the audience hates Elastigirl because Mrs. Incredible is keeping Mr. Incredible back from his glory, his passion. And or maybe hates is a strong word, but it's like Mrs. Incredible, his family is holding him down. And we change with Mr. Incredible. We kind of go, hang on, you're kind of in the wrong.
I don't think she's in the wrong. They've got a family. No.
Mr. Incredible is in the wrong with. He sneaks off with Frozone and goes off to save people from the fire. Like, sure, that's great. He saves people's lives, but that's the wrong move. He should stay and be a father to Dash and to Violet. Like A Bug's Life, in that Mr. Incredible, by the end of the movie, learns to have his glory, but share it with his family. He puts his family first. That is the difference. At the beginning of the movie, he does not put his family first. He puts his passion, his glory days first. But by the end, it's family first, superheroing second. So just like with Flick, he puts his colony first and his invention second, kind of thing. But it doesn't mean the second is less important. He still gets his individuality. He just, yeah. So it's kind of very, very, like that kind of storytelling technique works again in The Incredibles, but this time I think it's even tighter than A Bug's Life, and I think it's more close to home than A Bug's Life. It's more identifiable, and you feel like you learn just as much as Mr. Incredible does watching this movie about what's important and what's not. Before we move on, though, I do want to mention Syndrome and how organically, how natural of a villain is he. Like, Pixar has a great catalogue of villains, and I really think that Syndrome just, you kind of feel sorry for him. He's rejected at the beginning by Mr. Incredible, and he grows into a villain out of that background, that backstory.
It's interesting you say that he's the most, you feel sorry for him. You do, but then you sort of dislike him as well, because he is
you learn
actually.
Well, because he's a villain. He's supposed to.
Yeah, but I know, but he essentially eliminated all the heroes up to Mr. Incredible and Frozen.
Yeah. That's because, that's kind of revenge, though, because he wanted to be a hero and as a kid, and he was never treated with respect.
Yeah, but he
was treated like he couldn't do it.
It's only Mr. Incredible, and he used everybody else just to make sure that the biggest robot is suitable for Mr. Incredible when he came to verse him. Yeah. Because that's the one he wanted to get back.
It's the Omnidroid's just a plot device. The real heart of Syndrome is when everyone's super, no one will be. That grand scheme idea that he's got where anybody can be super. And you kind of understand that. It's logical from a villain's. You can see his perspective. You can see it, even if you don't agree with it, you can see why Syndrome's doing what he's doing.